How do you know if you had bad breath? Because in China, everybody's so polite. You know, they're thinking one thing, but they don't tell you. They think, oh, your breath stinks. But they're like, no, you don't have bad breath. So how do you know if you yourself had bad breath? What's the test?
I think for me, what I do is when I floss, I smell the floss.
Let's try that. Well, I have a cold, so I can't smell anything. It smells good to me.
It smells fine. I'm not smelling your floss. I'm definitely not doing that.
How real is bad breath? Friend or business partner, if they're close by and they have bad breath, I'm just like, oh.
It's a real turn off in any context. It's really a turn off.
What creates bad breath?
Not brushing, not flossing, not going to the dentist, not keeping your mouth clean.
How do you know if you had bad breath? Because in China, everybody's so polite. You know, they're thinking one thing, but they don't tell you. They think, oh, your breath stinks. But they're like, no, you don't have bad breath. So how do you know if you yourself had bad breath? What's the test?
I think for me, what I do is when I floss, I smell the floss. You know,
interesting.
You know, and that kind of really shows you just how stinky your breath can be.
Interesting.
So the more you floss, the more your gums don't bleed. Bleeding gums is a true sign that it's time for cleaning, and your gums should not bleed when you brush. That's just not normal.
Let's try that. Do we have some floss?
Yep, yeah. So follow me, I'm gonna give you a little flossing instruction.
Okay.
So, W.
Okay. Okay.
Now to go in the mouth.
And then when you get in there, is there a particular, is it like, you know, both sides? What do you do?
I go one side, this way, then I'll go back to that side and kind of come to the front. And then I'll use my lower fingers to get to my back lower teeth.
Okay.
So W, W.
没有想到我今天做那么私人的事情给大家看，而且跟那么帅的一个帅哥。Okay.
See?
Yeah, you have.
I have a little blood on mine.
You
need to floss more.
Alcohol.
Good job. Yeah. Jam yourself.
And then I smell my floss.
You smell your floss.
Well, I have a cold, so I can't smell anything. It smells good to me.
Smells fine. I'm not smelling your floss. I'm definitely not doing that.
How do you tell somebody that they have bad breath?
If it's someone you really know who's a friend, you just say, hey dude, you got, you know, your breath is funky.
Your breath is funky.
Tell your friends, hey, are you brushing? Like, be a good friend.
What are some foods that will make your breath stink? And we all know garlic does, right? So it's like for me and my boyfriend, if we're eating garlic, you kind of have to eat it together.
You definitely have to eat it together. You definitely know that as a couple, like there's no close-up moment with garlic unless you both are on the same frequency.
Right. And so what are the foods that make your breath bad, and what are the foods that maybe make your breath better?
So minty foods, you know, foods like citrus is great for you for freshening your breath, and mint is great for, you know, maintaining, you know, what's fresh breath. I think, you know, spicy foods can be tough sometimes. You know, here, you know, curry, you know, anything with heavy spices is gonna push your breath, make it funky.
So maybe breath even comes from your stomach.
Well, there's definitely stomach flora, your gut flora kind of comes up. There's a communication between the flora in your mouth, the flora in your gut. Acid reflux is another thing that kind of brings those two together. So, you know, I think part of that is, you know, again, rinsing with a really good mouthwash that helps kind of keep those things in check and at bay and supports a good oral immune system. Your gut flora will be happy, your oral flora will be happy, you know, keeping things kind of in balance.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll be posting a new video each week with tips and tricks that I think will help all of us lead a better life.